Hi guys, welcome to Chao. Today our topic is all about blenders. How to select the right one for you, how to use them properly, and how to care for them so that it extends the life of your blender. So what do you look for when you select a blender? I normally look at first the brand. Unfortunately with blenders, the more expensive it is, the better the quality. I would suggest to get a blender with at least 3 horsepower. This way, it is able to blend fruits and ice. The next thing that you have to look for is the warranty on your blenders. Do not buy a blender with less than 2 years warranty. That means the 2 years warranty actually covers the motor. But parts like mixing rod, the lid, the pitcher, and the blade usually do not come with 2-year warranty. But they can be replaced relatively cheaply. And these are the ones that are normally replaced once every year or every 18 months, depending on how much you use your blender. The third thing you have to look for when you buy a blender is to look for the overload switch, which is found at the bottom of your blender right here. So sometimes if your blender stops working, you switch it off and press this button and it should go back to normal. If it doesn't, then that's the time you have to call your technician. Look also for a blender that is easy to store and easy to clean. Now let's go to the next topic, which is how to use the blender properly. So every time you store it, it must be kept in an upright position. Do not turn it upside down overnight or whatever, or during the day. Second thing is when you use the blender, you put the lid on before you insert the mixing rod. If you put the mixing rod before you put the lid on, this one will be cut by the blades, and that's it. You've lost your mixing rod, and at the same time, you probably have damaged your blade as well. So always put the lid on and put the mixing rod. Another thing to note is that as much as possible, there should be liquid to help the blending process. So liquid, and then your fruits, and then your ice. And the ice should be at least not very big. So if you're using tube ice, make sure you crush them a little bit before you use the blender. When using the blender, start with the pulse switch once or twice. Then start blending on a low speed and moving up to the high speed, not the other way around. If you're using an automatic blender, there are preset timer, 20, 30, 40 seconds, and they do the work, moving from low speed to high speed. Another thing to remember is after you switch off your blender, do not take off the pitcher immediately. The blade might still be running and that could damage your blender. So what you do is after you switch off the blender, leave it there for about at least 5 seconds. Count 1 to 5 or do something else and come back and take the pitcher out of the base. This time, let's look at how we care for it, how we clean it after we use. During the day, in your milk tea or coffee shop, there is absolutely no need for you to keep washing your blender with soapy water. Number one, it might leave some detergent in your pitcher and mix with your drink, and that's not what you want to achieve. So normally, I would recommend that you just rinse it with water, rinse your pitcher with water and your lid and all the parts, your lid, your mixing rod, rinse it with water, and that's it. But remember to always keep your blender in an upright position. So in this case, you can also do another way, which is to put some plain water in your blender. So as you can see, there's still some more of the strawberry on the sides. So you can put it on your motor, and then without water, you can clean it. Turn the blender on with just the water in your pitcher on a very low speed, and that actually rinses your pitcher. Now at the end of the day, you can put soapy water in it. So I'll put a little bit of soap. I use a liquid detergent And put water. And then again, blend it on a very low speed. I'm going to put the lid on with the center locked. And then very low speed. Sponge to clean the parts. Clean your mixing rod. And then rinse it properly. Be careful when you rinse your pitcher, make sure you don't wet the bottom, especially during the day. Keep it dry. This is the rubber base. You must take it out and clean it. See, always take this out. Again, wash it with soapy water. This is at the end of the day, this is what you should do, part of your cleaning routine, housekeeping routine. So keep it clean. And then the base of your blender, which has the motor underneath, also wipe it with a wet cloth or a dry cloth, depending on how dirty it is. And then always clean the body of your motor. So there you have it. Very simple tips on how to select, use and maintain your blenders. In my next video, I'll be showing you a few smoothie and frappe recipes. So stay tuned. I'll see you in my next video. In the meantime, thank you for watching and ciao for now.